Hello, my name is Michaela Marvin, and I will be presenting on the potential dark side of using non-GAAP metrics. All right, in this case, Black Swan Pet Food is getting ready for their quarterly review with investors and financial analysts. And what's his name? King Bernard is the CFO, and he's trying to decide how to present their numbers. Now, Debbie Doberman has the numbers ready using GAAP metrics. And due to two incidences in the last quarter, the company has lost about $3 million. $2 million to a tsunami and $1 million to a discontinuation of product. And because of that, using GAAP, the net income has gone into a loss and does not reflect the company's financial position very well. And so Bernard is having a hard time trying to figure out how to present that. Now, a new employee, Loyal Dodge, has ideas to present the numbers in a non-GAAP way, doing earnings before tax, earnings before significant events, stuff like that. And he wants to use big flashy fonts and colors and all sorts of stuff to present this information to the investors and analysts in hopes for them to focus more on the non-GAAP metrics versus the GAAP. And so Debbie has sat in this meeting that they've been having, and she doesn't really agree with them. She thinks that they should stick with the GAAP standard, and is ready to present an argument towards that. Now, put yourself in Debbie's shoes. What would you do? How would you present your argument? What are some points you would bring up? What are the main arguments you have? The three I thought of were non-GAAP metrics can be misleading to actual earnings. Non-GAAP is not as direct as GAAP, and GAAP is more protected by the SEC and less likely to be mistreated. Using non-GAAP metrics in the situation, you can be misleading, you can mistreat those and present your numbers in more flattering ways, but that are not accurate. What is at stake if you do not convince Bernard to use GAAP? To follow SEC guidelines on non-GAAP metrics. Well, the first thing at stake is that you have potential to violate different guidelines and regulations enforced by the SEC. And because of that, and because of the misleading and sometimes misconducted uses of non-GAAP, it takes a while to recover from that non-GAAP reporting. And because of that, you can lead to long-term potential investigations and fraudulent activity to keep covering up. Kind of, it just snowballs. If you can't convince them, what is your next step? Make sure the GAAP metrics are published and that management or an audit team knows that these are the numbers that are accurate according to GAAP and follow the SEC guidelines. Now, what are your options if they present with the non-GAAP numbers? Well, report to management or an audit team of the situation. If it escalates to possible fraudulent reporting, then contact the SEC. You can do whistleblowing or any kind of anonymous tip to get an investigation going to make sure that everything is being reported correctly. The key here is to make sure that it's known that you as an individual were not trying to be misleading, or you were trying to follow the guidelines, because that will work better for you in the long run. Plus, in regards to ethics and virtues as like a human being, knowing that you're doing the right thing is going to help you better in the future than doing maybe a misleading thing now. That is my presentation. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you again.